Welcome back, everybody. We're doing triceps. Do. Wider. I guess I'll go wide. Okay. Going wide grip. Oh. I'm tired of doing dips, but my triceps aren't ripped, so what the fudge. Okay. Closer grip. Oh, that's set. I don't care. Oh. Okay. I'll rip them some other way. Sorry. I don't look in the mirrors that often. I think that's my issue. When it comes to being braggadocious, you know? You know? Stay. Oh. Hey, 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 hey. But seriously, I don't have a mirror other than above, my medicine cabinet, above my sink. I mean, I have one behind my bathroom door, but I never I never close my bathroom door because I live alone. And, how do I say this without being stuck up or sounding that way? But yeah, people are too dirty by majority to be inside my house. So it's never like I ever have to close the door because I never need privacy from anyone because no one's allowed in how fucking clean my house is. Like, the only thing in my house that's dirty is like dust. That's it. Because I still vacuum like nonstop or sweep. But and then I've gotten way better about since I've gotten older. So it's like not even an issue anymore. But still, yeah. No, I'm too sick of telling people to take off their fucking shoes. Take your fucking shoes off. Seriously. You go inside someone's house. If the person isn't a dirty piece of shit, their home is probably as clean as they are. If they're a clean person. So that means that you should be able to eat off the floor. I mean, not, it's fucking gross, but literally, like, not literally, but the opposite of that, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's an expression. Seriously, that's how I keep it high and tight everywhere. I'm not talking about my hair, which people always get wrong, like Black Irish or tall, dark, and handsome. Never, ever, 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 ever has any of those sayings ever had anything to do with someone's skin color. Black Irish are Irish people that have jet black hair instead of red or brown or a mix or orange. Seriously, that's what Black Irish means. Not black people that are also Irish. That only happened because of the UK and their immigration and all that disgustingness. Just look at how disgusting the UK is now and was like even 20 years ago when we all thought it was a civilized world because they were, spreading propaganda for the last 40 years. It's been a damn shame. All those eco-mentalists are actually lining their pockets and are the most crooked CEO type rapist type, overly eccentric, even though they're not, but they don't know what to do with all their money. Those type of people. Like the Epstein list, literally. I love how, I love how, like, everyone that has been talking about our president being in there, come to find out it was it was the Democrats by political, like, but not just individuals from the Democratic Party. It was the whole party literally tried to go through Epstein to ruin our president. And it's like, release the files. And then you hear no officials are like, release the files that actually were in the inner loop of, the Obama and Hillary, and, she didn't win anything, but she was in there. She had her dirty mitts in there the whole time. And oh my God, the indictments of Bill Clinton, I mean, to all his credit, he's no Joe Biden. I mean, at least he knows what's going on. But he can't, he's trying to Bill Clinton it, where he just, never answers a question like he was traditionally famous for. Like, he was, like, famous for being the best politician in the world to never, ever commit to anything or ever answer a question. He was, like, the Dodger of all Dodgers. Come to find out that Monica Lewinsky was, like, the best thing that ever happened to him, because it took every piece of light that could have been on the Epstein files and all the underage women he was sleeping with to light, and instead it was, a woman that was old enough to drink. I love how it's like, I mean, it's still like, somehow this is our orange man's fault. But I love how so many people are starting to somewhat shut up when they're realizing, holy crap, it was actually the entire administration. It's not just a few people that we can write off, because they love throwing people under the bus because they don't care about people. They don't care. That's why they created the coronavirus and the COVID. Like they're two different things. Why was it's the same thing. It's because Corona is, I think, beer. I don't ever associate it with the virus. But I don't know. But that's just because I never dealt with it. I pretty much disassociated myself with the lunatic media 15 years ago. So I knew that most news was fake news 15 years ago. And instead of sounding like a lunatic asshole to everyone, I just kept my mouth shut. Went to car shows, listened to people that were lunatics, listened to people that drove themselves crazy, just trying to tell everyone the truth, because by majority everyone was like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, and then they go off the deep end, even though they were sane the entire time. But then they end up making themselves crazy because no one wants to believe them. I hope those people are feeling better now, because I saw a lot of tortured souls, like, posting, Trump Vance shit everywhere. And I feel bad because they had a rough go of it. People constantly harass them. Like, I was a bystander. Like, I literally, because I had no affiliations or cared, I would sit back and watch as an insider of the Muslim machine, controlling the Democrats, well, being the Democrats, and or becoming them, and then owning them, and then indoctrinating everyone. The indoctrination of the Muslim machine, which is the left, the far left, because there's no such thing as liberal anymore. You're either Republican or you're a lefty, lunatic communist. That's just how it is. I'm gonna go back to lifting weights, but it needs to be said that I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. And we're about to win the Iranian war. Which hasn't happened. Why? I always wondered, like, why don't we blow those motherfuckers the fucking hell? Like, blow them the fuck up. Blow those cocksuckers to hell. Seriously, just blow them the fuck up. They're all indoctrinated. They live there. Otherwise they would have gotten the fuck out years ago. If they're stuck there, then that's too bad. It sucks. It's a damn shame. I feel terrible, but you know, it's the few to save the many. That's fucked up thinking, but it's true when it comes to millions and billions of people. Like, the few to save the many isn't like, you know, a correct thought process when you're talking about thousands. But when you're talking about millions and billions of people, yeah. You have a regime that's threatening war on the whole world. What do you do? What do you do? Seriously, what do you do? How do you do? Which I miss the days when that's how people greeted each other. How do you do? How do you do? And that's just it. That's what they would say back. I should have shut the fuck up. Alright, do another set of those. But seriously, if you're a conservative, it means you're MAGA. That means you support our president no matter what, because he is that. So, that's it, period. Oh, so that means, like, we're terrible because Epstein list, and he was mentioned, so, he's a pedophile. You support a pedophile. Okay, that's just one person. That's just one person. That's not the whole party. That's not the Republican Party. But technically, I guess it is, because the president. When supposedly all the way up until this president, every other president was a pawn. So you tell me. You tell me what's right or wrong. And then, that was rhetorical. And also, what else is rhetorical and kind of funny is, what should we do now that an entire party, not just the individual, the entire Democratic Party paid Epstein and used Epstein's services? So, does that mean that every Democrat should be called a pedophile now? Or a pedophile lover? Or a pedophile... I mean, you're already supporting illegal immigrants that are pedophiles and rapists and murderers and gang leaders and not leaders. Wow. Cut that part out. Seriously. I'm going to take a second because that is wrong. No leaders. There are no leaders. None. They stay home. No leaders are over here. But seriously though, like you have people going in, getting killed or killing or attacking or just being all around disruption of peace. Domestic violence, terrorists. People are being actual terrorists. And come to find out, it was because of the people that are actually in the Epstein files for being pedophiles and being, in need of his services. His services. Which probably means something worse than just sleeping with children. Which, what is worse than that? But they probably, if you could think of it, they're probably doing it, because there's no such thing as conspiracy theories anymore when it comes to the Dems, which I said I'd call them communists from now on. But I feel like people still don't know what I'm talking about, because they're so ass backwards. They think that they just say, I know you are, but what am I? They just repeat everything back. It's like, stop copying me. It's just that. It's like, whoa, holy shit, like, you're doing Marxism, and Marxism, is fascism, and it literally limits free speech and all these things. And then they go and say that, the Republicans are doing that, and it's insane that people are allowed to just blatantly lie and say the exact opposite is true. That's blasphemy. You should go to hell for that. Seriously, if you're a news outlet and then you tell the wrong news, that used to mean that you lost your broadcasting license. I gotta shut up and finish my workout. I'm also losing daylight. Look at this. I'm working out in the dark almost. Alright, 45. No, let's do 35. So we can hurry this up. Burn out. It's my triceps. I almost had it. Oh yeah, forward. Front presses. Technically these are shoulder presses, but I use closed grip, so you're using mostly triceps. But you are definitely using your shoulders. Just a muscle you normally never use. Shoulders are mostly wide grip routines. That's why they split up workouts like this too. So if you're a bodybuilder, you can work out all the different muscles by doing all the different body parts separately with certain routines. So like right now I'm doing shoulders too, but I'm mostly doing triceps. And I wouldn't be doing that extra workout right now, period. It would have only been done during my shoulder routine. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily, it's like going to the gym and getting every body part worked out in one day and then taking like 3 or 4 days off. Those 3 or 4 days that you take off are days that you're not ripping your muscles, you're not sending testosterone through your body, and you're not opening and closing your blood vessels, which helps, the flow of blood through your body, which helps, the healing of your muscles, allows fresh blood to pump your muscles. Once you start moving around, it releases toxins and stuff throughout your body. They make your muscles and your body feel good. Endorphins, stuff like that. A whole bunch of things happen if you continuously work out. You end up realizing how much bigger you'll get by splitting up workouts and doing them individually, because you're also doing other body parts. That's why it's been notorious that technically you don't even need to do abs, because if you do legs and everything, you have to use your core to do all those workouts. I mean, you should always do abs on top of it, but if you're worried about getting a hernia, it's fine, because you literally have to use your core to keep form, especially when you start going up in weight and you have to support that weight like it's like 20 or 30 pounds lighter than it was as you go up in weight. So it's all relative. And what I've learned is the best advice is that if you work out every day, you will see much better results and you will be much happier, healthier than if you go in, do more than one workout in one day and take days off. It's always good to rest, but rest when, you've already done 3 or 4 weeks of just straight, nonstop ripping muscles all over your body. Then you'll see, like, how awesome it is. Then you'll really rest. People today, you see them come in the gym and they're like all over the place. It's like, stick to one routine. Also, if you did that, you wouldn't be getting in everyone's way. All right. That's why I always say whole ass one thing. Don't half ass two things. Keep your arms up to keep the blood in them. Oh. 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 Yeah, so I figured I'd keep it old school for this tricep workout. ah, can't really pump up my biceps. They are still sore as a mother. But yeah. Look at them. They're magnificent. How do I... All right. But seriously, no, I had to take out all the mirrors because I was losing too much time in the day. I'm not joking. But seriously, I was. Like, next thing you know, an hour's gone by, and I'm like, holy sh... I'm like, oh, I completely forgot someone is on the phone or on Discord or something. And I'm just like... And then how do you go and explain to that person that you just so happen to get distracted by your physique and your handsomeness? How is that person going to handle it? They're gonna be like, what? You enjoyed that more than looking at me? All right. Tricep kickbacks. They work so well. They're hard burning. It's only 10 pounds, Chrissy. Christopher Moltisanti. Isolate. Focus. Okay. See the sweat I'm pouring? Yeah. It's a very good workout for your triceps. Separates the men from the boys. Okay. Isolate. Focus. Focus. Alright, come on. Fucking bitch. Let's do this. Okay. I watched the Peaky Blinders movie, the first movie I've watched in a while. It sucked, don't watch it. It's not even nostalgic. They don't even use the intro song. They do a remake. I guess the Rebecca Ferguson casting, which she can't play anything other than a heartless bitch that's gonna sleep with the father and the son. Or her son, doesn't matter. She's just the type of woman that can't have children, so she sleeps with any child that she pretends to be the mother of. Like in Dune. I mean, she even had a whole movie with Hugh Jackman. And the whole presence, what tied the whole movie together is his memory of an earring he found. And she doesn't even have pierced ears. And in this movie, somehow, she's this, all of a sudden, sister that comes of Thomas Shelby. And, yeah, and then she's going to make him a man again by having sex with him. And then she goes and tells his son, very inappropriately, with her lips all over his ears and neck and hair and his side of his face, kissing him all over, and then gives him a bullet with Thomas Shelby's name on it and tells his son that he's gonna have to kill him. And then goes and then meets up with Tommy, and then he's just like, yeah, I know, I can sense it because I'm a gypsy and all this shit, and I already knew because I had Aunt Polly and all the stupid crap from the show, that garbage magic. I'm Welsh, so technically I'm part gypsy. And yeah, that's all just stupid nonsense. Even in the 1900s. But this movie's set well after the Peaky Blinders were wiped the fuck out. Because they were only in charge until like 1920, 25. And then they got wiped out by the craze. That's historical fact. And yeah, But there were Peaky Blinders back then. Like, that wasn't. So they went from historical to batshit crazy with that show. And, yeah, and because they wanted Tim Roth as a villain, which Tim Roth is awesome, but, you know. I mean, yeah, no. Out of the choice of selections, he's an amazing actor. He could play any role. He could play a pussy. He could play like a liar, a thief. He could play, just like a slime bucket, like slime ball. He can play, someone that's like very like important, that you would seek pride from, or that he could play a very prideful role, a very proud, loyal, like, nostalgic, anything. He could do it all. I mean, Quentin Tarantino really lucked out with him. But yeah, long story short, they pretty much didn't have any writers and just cared about the budget and of the actors in the movie. And I feel bad to be that Barry Keoghan, or whatever his name is, who plays Thomas Shelby's son, Duke, because Sabrina Carpenter fucked him up. And she went from being like the sexiest woman in the world to being one of the biggest whores and lunatics in the world. She's like Billie Eilish level disgusting, and it's funny because now they're associated with each other. Even when Billie Eilish went and said there's no stolen land, whatever bullshit, on there's there's no illegal immigrants and stolen whatever the fuck. It's all blurring together now because they all have the same talking points, and you try to just ignore it, but it's But anyways, they immediately cut to Sabrina Carpenter's face, like all happy, like, yes, women. And now she's going to shows and doing her man-child song, even though that's like, what, 3 or 4 years old now, just to have all the women in the audience, which is the entire audience, voice sing it. It's like disgusting. Like, she's talking about dirty rednecks, like dirty, low-life, toothless motherfuckers. Just watch the music video. That's where she is. She's down south. Go anywhere down south, you'd be lucky to find someone with a full head of teeth. They got fucking nice-ass cars, though. Because they don't have the salt from the winter. Or, not salt, the chemicals that the Democrats pour. Which I still gotta post on Facebook. I just hate Mark Zuckerberg so much. That pedophile fuck. And he's in hot water. I can't wait till he's locked up. Because he needs to be locked in a basement. Not free to roam and do whatever the hell he wants with, people on Epstein Island. Oh. Which, he's his own Epstein. He didn't even need Epstein. He's such a freak because all he had to do was just go on Instagram and Facebook. He didn't need Epstein to find him people. He found them. And he would never go through Epstein because if he did, then that was just stupid on his part because he's more effed up than he's more fucked up than Epstein. So, I mean, he literally created Facebook to rate women, to pass or hit women. That was the whole premise, which was literally he didn't create Facebook. He created Tinder, but somehow he used the MySpace algorithm and set up with the messaging and open and freeness to talk and add whoever you want, which just copied Facebook. So he took Facebook and Tinder and put it together. And then he add like pokes and all that shit. That pedophile sick fuck. That degenerate sick fuck. So yeah, that's why I haven't posted on Facebook. I have a little bit here and there just to show people I'm not fucking dead. I want to advertise this channel, but I don't at the same time because I don't want to sell out or pander to the masses. I hate them. I hate the masses. That pandering to could be pandered to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to pander to the pander universe. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Focus. This is my last set. Isolation. Ugh. Focus. Fucking bitch. Ugh. 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 Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, focus. Isolation. Maximum effort. I can't even quote him anymore because he screwed his life up. With Blake Lively. That idiot. He backed the wrong whore. Well, supposedly they have an open arranged marriage. They're taking the Will Smith route. The Jada Pinkett Smith, I'm a whore route. She's the biggest fucking whore ever. And she's racist as fuck. Whoever thought of a black Cleopatra? Who? And why? I have to go into my priest voice. Why? Just why? 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 I said why? Okay. Alright, we're done. Stick a fork in me. Only if you're pretty and feminine, though. Okay. This has been Bodybuilding by Holobic. And please watch my next video. It's going to be a day from now because I'm doing legs tomorrow. And of course, like I've explained, I can't have any of you guys looking at my ass. Not for that long because my ass gets hot when I know you're staring. See you next time.